this one was a little bit sad. I didn't really want to get into it because we don't really have much information. But there was a headline was Coast Guard ends search for missing Louisiana teen who fell overboard in the Bahamas. Actually, let's talk about this one because I do want to talk about it just real quick. So an 18-year-old Cameron Robbins from Louisiana arrived and was staying at the Atlantis Paradise Resort in the Bahamas with other teenagers to celebrate, graduating from high school and all these things. So if you guys don't know, in Louisiana, like this is very, very common to go to because they're so close to the Caribbean and like Mexico and all these type of things. So going on a cruising is very, very common. It's very cheap too. And so they arrived in the Bahamas, and then later on that same day they went on a sunset cruise with a company called Blackbeard's Revenge, and it's a pirate themed sunset cruise. And after a few hours on that the same day, so at nighttime, the Royal Bahamas Defense Force personnel contacted Coast Guard District 7 watchstanders at 11:30 p.m. and reported that a man fell off the Blackbeard's Revenge sunset cruise ship and entered the water. And so he was in the water. And obviously they stayed there for a few hours searching for him, but obviously at this time, it's super dark, couldn't really see him anymore. And they kept searching for him for 2 more days. And then on Friday, so this all happened on Wednesday. On Friday, they finally called off the search and ended the search. And there is a video of Cameron in the water after he jumped. Again, people filming other people, seemingly being naked. So that's the other part too. So now it's 11:30 p.m. It's dark. You can assume that the water is cold, and you've jumped off naked. Well, let me not say you've jumped off. So that's another speculation, is that he actually jumped over the railings because of a dare. Like he was allegedly dared to do it, and he jumped off, and which has led people to believe that he's intoxicated, that he was intoxicated at the time too. So, you combine all those things, it being nighttime, water is cold, it's dark, you're naked, and you're intoxicated.
Probably wet as well. Railings might be wet.
Yeah, and you're intoxicated. Like, realistically, your survival rate drops down very, 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 very massively. With that said, they still haven't found him. Oh, and the water is apparently known to be a shark-infested body of water.
Of course. Just add that to the list as well.
Of like things that make it kind of... But again, they haven't found him. So there's still kind of this
they won't find him anymore, innit? It's cooled off now.
Yeah.
Bro, it might jump in, like, how we were young, they were like, oh, I don't know about you guys, but I was so close to the ocean. One thing they kept drilling is like, punch the shark in the nose. But all that, especially when you're drunk, all that's going out your head.
Bro,
there is no...
You can say all that until a shark actually comes up to you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I'm not doing all that.
It's gonna be an experience out of.
Yeah, what is it? Is it Mike Tyson? You have a plan until you get punched in the face. If a shark is right there about to eat you, you're not like you're not gonna be like strategic. Go for the nose, the gills.
He don't even have to punch you. It just has to swim up to you. You know how fast they swim to you as well, bro. Hey, quick, bro. Like 40 miles an hour type of quickness, bro. They're crazy down there.
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
Sadly, it is very, very common for people to be eaten or dragged out of shore by sharks. But for me, it'll be my prayers and thoughts to his family, friends.
Yeah. Apparently, there was a statistic. I don't have it written down, but it was like in the last 2 years or something, of over 200 people have been reported to have gone overboard. Like 40 of them had been rescued.
Yeah, that's insane, bro.
It's like a
But
fifth,
Yeah.
20%.
people need to understand that animals adapt. Just like last week when we spoke about the whale targeting boats and trying to flip them over. Like animals adapt, bro. Sharks probably know more than they used to back then.
Do you guys think the crews? Do you guys hold the crews like any fault? Do you think they're is there any blame on them? Do you think?
No.
Nah, I don't think so. I think they probably did all they needed to do, in terms of, and some companies just do it for show and for legal reasons. But I'm sure they told them, make sure these are the safety procedures. If this happens, do that. If that happens, do that. Make sure you don't,
Well, they
jump
do.
over the railings.
They do.
They have to do that.
When I went on a cruise, that's the first thing they do, is they get everyone to like a certain area and they give you all of the important like stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think they'd be held liable for anything.
Yeah.
They've done, and especially if he jumped over and he was there. Nah.
Well,
sometimes people just do stuff that is just
out of your control. Like they do. Some of the arguments have been like, since it's like a sunset cruise, since it's like a lot of children, not children, but a lot of like people that are gonna be intoxicated. They were like, maybe there should have been just a little bit more staff members out there, a little bit more security people out there, and all that type of stuff. Maybe the railings should have been higher, for example. And another thing was that, and this one, we don't know if that cruise had it, but they're like, maybe there should be, the idea of an overboard detection system should be a lot more common, and it should be like everywhere in all of these types of cruises and ships and all these type of things.
Yeah, like some kind of like sonar that detects
like
smaller objects around.
Like no, but like someone's gone overboard. You know what I mean? Like someone's gone overboard.
Oh yeah,
that type
like
of
like a lanyard.
yeah,
like a lanyard.
Or it's like a bracelet that you wear.
pings.
Yeah. But I agree with you guys. I don't think nothing much gets back to them. I think these type of businesses, they operate in such a way where they work in a thing where a lot of liabilities can happen. So I'm sure they would have patterned up all those things.
I mean, they'll probably do more now, I think, because of. I mean, I don't know if this has happened before with that company, but whenever something like that happens, like it shakes up the company. It makes its way up, right? There's people who now have some sort of trauma because of that work within the company. That's gonna, go to the managers, have to deal with that, and then the people higher up and higher up and higher up. And I think it's gonna have, and it's all over the news. Like it's gonna have some sort of ripple within the company. So they're probably gonna do something, even if it's just training for the staff, just to say, hey guys, like don't let people jump overboard.
They say that,
but you should also give credit where credit is due. Because I mean, I don't know the day that it happened, were the waves mad, were the waves calm, I don't know. But the staff did kind of immediately stop the cruise and kept looking for at least 3 hours for him.
Yeah. You know what? Because I watched the video. It's a really disturbing. Again, I don't recommend you watch the video, but I did watch the video. It's really, it's actually kind of, it's dark, bro. Because the people that are filming him are kids themselves too. Like these people all like graduate high school and stuff like that. The guy was like, yo, this kid just jumped off the thing, and then people are telling him bye bye. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like overboard, where people were telling him bye bye, and someone threw a buoy, not a buoy, is it called a buoy? The life vest,
like the life ring.
The ring, yeah, that one. They threw it over.
Yeah.
They threw it, but like it looked like he was like drifting away from it though. And people were shouting like, "Yo, go get that, yo!" But yeah, like it was kind of crazy, man. You have to imagine some of those people will probably have PTSD too.
Yeah,
having witnessed something as dramatic as that. Because what I heard, like in one of them was like screaming, like like proper screaming. But yeah, man. Thoughts and prayers to the families of Cameron and Robbins, man. If he's alive, I hope you find him.
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully, I hope he's alive. Actually, let me start with that first hope, and then if he is alive, I hope he makes his way to you. Not do some. What's that movie with Tom Hanks? Castaway. Where he's in an island talking.